Welcome back to New Mexico Entertainment Television, where you continue to be in the know with all things events and entertainment in New Mexico. I'm Teresa Robinson, and on this month's episode, we'll be covering topics from our November-December issue, which is our holiday issue. On this month's episode, we have Josué Urrutia with Baile de los Muertos, actors Rachel Foster and Parker Owen with West End Productions Translations, Amelia Ampuero with Duke City Repertory Theater's Ugly Sweater Revue, Jessica Morrow with Santa Fe Playhouse's The Mystery of Edwin Dowd, and singer-songwriter Eryn Bent, who will also close out the show. Plus our community question, entertainment history, and our music minute featuring the Propensities. So, let's get started. Baile de los Muertos returns for its 5th annual Day of the Dead Music Festival, an afternoon filled with music, remembrance, poetry, food, and more. We're glad to have Josué Urrutia on the show tonight to tell us more. Thank you so much for coming back on the show. It's good to have you here. I have to ask.
Of course, it's great to be here.
Because it's been a while since you've been here. So I'm going to start with how's the band?
Oh, Los Domingueros are amazing. We're taking a little break right now because we did about 5 weeks of touring over the summer. Went everywhere from Austin to Los Angeles to Vegas to Denver. And we also just dropped our debut album last week. It's called Nantli, which means mother in Aztec. And we're very proud to say that we're working with 17th Street Studio. You might know him from Lou Dog from Sublime and Dirty Heads, or Audio Mech, which has worked with MGK and Travis Barker as well.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
But
you.
we are here to talk about the event that you're fronting, so let's hear more about it.
Yes, Baile de los Muertos. Baile de los Muertos is our Day of the Dead music festival that's going to happen on November 9th, Sunday, November 9th.
So tell us, how did it begin? Where did they go? Because this is your 5th year of doing the event?
Yes. It's our 5th year. Originally, we started it because after the pandemic, we didn't have the Marigold Festival. And so I wanted to make an event, but distinguish it from, a lot of the Day of the Dead events out there. And so it's a music festival that's dedicated to my mother. My mother had an amazing mariachi voice, rest in peace. And so it's kind of to honor her legacy, and it's also to distinguish ourselves. I like to pride myself in letting people know that this is not, it's not a trend. It's an event by Mexican people, by Mexicanos. The artists, the poetry, everything involved in it is kind of organic and natural, or bona fide, I'd like to say.
So what can we expect attending it?
Oh my Lord, you can expect a lot of things. So the first thing is obviously the music. So we've actually built up to the point where we have international acts now. So we have La Cotorra Biónica. It's a legendary ska band from Ciudad Juárez, Chihuahua, my hometown. We also have Maruja from San Diego. They are world famous. They've toured the United States, Latin America, Mexico, and even recorded with some of the biggest ska bands in the world. So they're playing, and of course my band, Los Domingueros,
of course,
New Mexico's Latin ska fest or ska band. So we're gonna have live music. We've made a lot of effort to make it free because we want it to be for the whole family. It's gonna be on a Sunday during the day. It's gonna be at a brewery, so there's also gonna be beer, but there's also gonna be poetry readings. There's gonna be costumes. We're gonna dress up. We're actually going to have Aztec dancers and also a vendor market as well. So it's a big event.
Why do you think the event has resonated so much with the people here in New Mexico?
I want to say probably the authenticity. One thing that does happen because we're a smaller market, and also a lot of things tend to be tailored more towards like the touristy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the fact that the Latin acts that we bring, or the acts that we bring, are not really brought by anybody else. You're not really gonna. Last year it was Latin reggae theme.
Yeah.
So we had Mono Verde Collective, and this year we have bands that you're not going to see in Albuquerque often.
Well, it sounds like a great event. So where can people learn more about it?
They can learn on Los Domingueros Facebook page, Los Domingueros ABQ. At Facebook. They can go on our Instagram, Los Domingueros as well as Boxing Bear Brewery. So it's going to be at Boxing Bear Brewery, Boxing Bear Firestone. You can find out about it on their socials and on their website starting Monday, because that's when we're going to do the big reveal. Don't tell anybody I told you guys what bands are playing. And yeah, just keep it up. We do have a Facebook event page as well, Baile de Los Muertos 25. And if you don't know how to pronounce it, follow Los Domingueros. And if you don't know how to pronounce that, follow Entertains, and we'll spell it out for you.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you so much.
And you're
for
always
having
welcome
me.
here. Just keep letting us know what's going on, and we'll bring you back.
She said it. You
I
heard
said it. I said it. Thanks again. We'll be back. West End Productions presents Brian Friel's powerful Irish drama Translations, a play about language and only about language that derives from colonial identity and communication in 1833 Ireland. Tonight, Rachel Foster and Parker Owen join us to share more about the production. Rachel and Parker, thank you so much for joining me tonight to talk about the show. So for those who haven't heard of Translations, tell us about it.
Yeah, Translations is set in a fictional village in Ireland, and it takes place in the year 1833. And it's happening at a time when the British soldiers have arrived to map the countryside and to anglicize the place names. So the action really takes place around a small community in this Irish village at a school, and they are, grappling with the fact that most of these villagers speak only Irish, and these British soldiers
Obviously
don't
do
understand
not.
the language, the culture, and really the emotional weight of these place names they're changing.
And your two main characters in there. Tell us about the characters that you play.
I play the role of Owen. Owen is one of the schoolmaster's two sons. He serves as a translator for the British soldiers and the Irish villagers, which puts him in a tricky position of being a bridge, but also at times a betrayer of his own community.
Understood. And what about you, Rachel?
Yeah, I played Myra, and she's a young woman who is a villager in this town, and she's really caught between this small town and these family responsibilities and her own desire to leave this place and to have adventures of her own. And when she starts to fall for one of the British soldiers, tensions really escalate.
Oh my goodness. And this has both humor and heartbreak in it. Was there some challenges and rewarding moments that you remember from working on this production?
Yeah, there's a really beautiful scene that Brian Friel writes in this play between my character Myra and one of the British soldiers, Yoland. And these two people are drawn to each other and looking for a connection in one another, but they don't speak the same language. And so the whole scene is the two of them trying to communicate however they can with the few words they know, non-verbally, to try to find that connection with each other.
And why do you feel that this production is going to resonate with people?
I think it's going to resonate because it's about identity, belonging, and who gets to define a culture. Even though it's set in Ireland in 1833, I think it's still really relevant today. Mm-hmm. It's about power and language and what gets to be remembered or forgotten within a community.
Well, sounds like a wonderful production. So where can people learn more about it?
They can go to westendproductions.org. They can purchase tickets there. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram. And they can purchase tickets on our website or call our box office.
Wonderful. Rachel and Parker, thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to the show.
Thank you very
so
much.
We'll be back. If you're looking for something different this holiday season, the Ugly Sweater Revue is an alternative holiday entertainment, whether you're naughty or nice, but especially if you're naughty. We're happy to have Amelia Ampuero back on the show to tell us more. Amelia, thank you for coming back and
Thank you
talking
for
with us.
having
I'm
me.
so happy to have you here. So we
Yeah.
are here to talk about your holiday event,
Yes.
the Ugly Sweater Revue.
Yes.
So what is it?
The Ugly Sweater Revue it's sort of, the way we describe it is like Albuquerque's alternative holiday cabaret variety show. So there's always a lot of theater and performances going on at the end of the year around Christmas, and they are all fantastic. But if you want to see something a little rowdier, a little naughtier, a little like bawdier, Ugly Sweater Revue is for you. So it's just a cabaret, a variety show, burlesque, magicians, aerialists, comedy, all sorts of stuff.
So who can we expect to see? It's obviously different from your average holiday
Yes.
show. So what can we expect to see in terms of performers that are going to be coming out this year?
Yeah, so we have the magic of Brian Lamb, who has been on recently.
Yes.
And is just an absolutely delightful human being. We have burlesque performers Annie O'Rourke and Fonda Cox, which is very exciting. Aerialist Joanna Fergal, who is incredible. And this year we're actually at Air Dance, which is the aerial school here in Albuquerque, which means that Joe will actually be able to be up in the air doing aerials, which is very, very exciting. And then, of course, as we do every year, we will have the Naughty List improvisers.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So you have a theme every year. What's this year's theme?
This year's theme is Blue Christmas, and we are allowing everybody to take that as they may, whether that is a blue color theme or blue as in like blue comedy.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah. And usually the Ugly Sweater Revue is pretty naughty, like it's absolutely an adults only show. And we'll see how this one goes.
So where will this be happening this year?
So this is happening at Air Dance, New Mexico, which is at 3300 Princeton Drive Northeast, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I believe the zip code is 87107, and they are in Suite N1.
Oh my goodness, this sounds like a fun
It's
event.
a good time. It's a good
So
time.
where can people learn more about it?
They can head to our website, which is www.dukecityrep.com.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming
Thank
on
you so
again.
much. It's lovely being
I
here.
appreciate it. Thank you. We'll be back. New Mexico's oldest theater, Santa Fe Playhouse, continues to deliver outstanding productions that celebrate the state's rich artistic tradition. We're thrilled to have Jessica Morrow to the show to discuss the latest production, The Mystery of Edwin Dowd, and offer a sneak peek at the exciting season ahead. Jessica, thank you for coming out tonight to talk with us about Santa Fe Playhouse, which is an amazing theater. And you guys are the oldest theater, for some people that don't know, the oldest theater in the state. How do you guys just keep staying alive after all these years?
You know, it is 100% the people. The people of Santa Fe in northern New Mexico, that community has rallied around this theater for the past 100 years.
Yeah.
And they continue to do that, continue to show up in huge ways for us. whether that's through donations or coming to see the shows or volunteering or acting in the performances. The community is the biggest part of what we do and why we do what we do. So we really couldn't have been open this long. We won't continue to run without the community. So really that's the biggest part of us, of who the Playhouse is. And also it's a really small but dedicated group of arts administrators. We're 5 full-time staff and a bunch of some of the hardest working contractors and part-time employees you can imagine. And so all of these people who work with the Playhouse and have worked with the Playhouse in the past care so much about theater and the art. And that work is what sustains and has sustained the Playhouse for so long.
That is wonderful. So 2024 was the art of creation. So what did 2025 bring?
Well, 2025 was the joy of creation. So we made, we wanted to focus on some of the art, what it takes to create art. And then in 2025, we really wanted to hone in on the joy that art brings. With everything that's going on in the world, I think we really wanted to focus on what theater can bring to the people.
Wonderful.
And so we laughed and made fun of the slightly ridiculous and laughed in Spanish and in something rotten over the summer. We utilized joy as an act of resistance in Pueblo Revolt, which was a New Mexican premiere by a Santa Fe native writer. And we're going to see what the joy of interaction and inclusion feels like with Edwin Drood, which The Mystery of Edwin Drood is a musical where the audience chooses the ending every night. So it's different. So you can be a part of the show in that way, and the joy of coming together in a theater space and being with people around you.
So when should we expect Edwin Drood to be on stage?
Edwin Drood opens for our first preview is December 4th. So and we open December 6th. It will run through the end of the calendar year. So if you have family in town for the holidays and you're looking for something to do, come up to Santa Fe Playhouse and see that production. It's going to be something really special. And it's a musical, so there's some of our crowd pleasers are musicals.
So after 103 years, still amazing to say that, 103 years of being open, what does the future hold for Santa Fe Playhouse?
Well, we just announced our 2026 season, of which is going to include 3 plays, one of which is going to be a world premiere collaboration with Native Voices at the Autry, which is a theater out of Los Angeles, and a New Mexico premiere of a play called At the Wake of a Dead Drag Queen by Tara Guest. And we're also going to do a fan favorite farce called POTUS, or Behind Every Great Dumbass are 7 women trying to keep him alive. And we'll also do 2 musicals, 2 classics, Cabaret and Company. That's for 2026. And the Playhouse is continuing to grow and move firmly into the professional theater landscape and help us to work out our mission of being New Mexico's locally, nationally acclaimed theater.
That sounds great. So where can people learn more about the theater?
You can buy tickets and learn more at santafeplayhouse.org.
Wonderful. Jessica, thank you again for coming out, and congratulations on your success.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
We'll be back. This is your New Mexico Entertainment in 60. The Candlelit Haunted History Tour will escort you through the Grand Old Lady to experience firsthand areas that investigators have witnessed paranormal activity. The tour takes place on November 7th at Donna Ana Courthouse and Jail in Las Cruces. Take a break from the holiday crowds with the City of Rio Rancho's Winterfest, including a parade, music, a tree lighting ceremony, and a visit from Santa and Miss Claus. The event takes place on December 6th at the City Center in Rio Rancho. Get into the holiday spirit at River of Lights. Enjoy a stroll through over 700 one-of-a-kind displays, animated and 3D sculptures, and millions of twinkling lights. River of Lights takes place on November 29th through December 30th in Albuquerque. This has been your New Mexico Entertainment in 60. For more events and entertainment, visit nmentertains.com. Award-winning singer-songwriter Eryn Bent is a powerhouse vocalist whose heartfelt songwriting is drawn from her small-town Western roots, creating music that resonates deeply and leaves a lasting impression. We're excited to have her back on the show to talk about her award wins and her new Christmas album. Eryn, welcome back. Always happy to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
And congratulations on your award wins. How's it feel?
Thank you. It feels good. I mean, I feel like we don't do it for the trophies, but they sure feel good.
Exactly. So what have you been working on lately? Because we haven't seen you in a while.
That's true. So between playing a bunch of shows, we are releasing the deluxe version of Blush.
Oh, wow.
That'll be next year. It's looking like I'll be able to solidify a date on that soon. But I've heard the deluxe tracks, and they're lovely. They've always been in the works, but I'm so excited that I can do a regular album and then release a deluxe version of it, because everyone's doing that. So why not? And we'll be pressing it to vinyl as well. So we're doing that. We've already started the next album. We're fully into recording that, and then we're releasing a Christmas song this year, which I wrote. Yeah,
wonderful.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
So what has been your inspiration for this year? I mean, for some it's been a pretty hard year. So what has been your musical influence right now, inspiration?
So I definitely always I'm an autobiographical songwriter, and this is definitely been a really excellent banger year for my award wins and stuff like that, and for the work and recognizing my music. But I'd say my mental health wise and personally, it was just my entire personal life imploded this year. So so it's essentially coming from that spot of like survival and betrayal and going through trauma and things like that. So I'm still actively going through it, but I've been writing a lot. So we're working on a lot. My drummer, my percussionist is producing these albums with me, and he produced and recorded Go Down Fighting with me, which is my second project, an EP. So I'm pretty excited about what we've got together so far. Like it's very it's a lot more vulnerable and very raw. I mean, I always say that because it's autobiographical, but I would say what I went through this was like the worst year of my life for sure. And
wow, that's really going to come out in
isn't
music.
That crazy that you can get like have like all these good things happen and just have like it can exist, the duality of it.
Life is a funny thing.
Right? I look good though, right?
That's how it works. That's how it works. Well, with all the upcoming projects, when can we expect time-wise for this to be out? So
the deluxe album will be, I am hoping to possibly digitally release it before the end of the year. That's I would say in the next 4 months is when you're going to be able to hear those. Our Christmas song will be out at the end of November, so that you can savor that through Christmas. But I'm giving these other projects a good amount of time. I already had these songs written before we finished Blush, this album. So I just got a lot of songs I'm sitting on. So I'm figuring out what to do with all of them.
You're going to just have a vault.
my band and my producer, they're so supportive and stuff. Like I feel very grateful to have really talented, eager like musicians in my corner that are like raring to go to record it as well, because that also helps kind of like just trudge through all of the mental stuff. But yeah, the music helps with all of that. But that's where all of my inspiration comes from. But I would say like people always say like, oh, well, you'll just get the best inspiration out of it. And I had to work through a lot of stuff to get to that place. I can imagine. So for those who are seeing you for the first time, where could they learn more about you? So I good old social media. I'm on Instagram at Eryn Bent Music is where you want to find me, on Facebook.com/Eryn Bent Music, and Instagram as well. And then my website is erinbentmusic.com. I am on TikTok. I'm not really active on it. But you're there. I'm there. And you're going to perform a song for us to close it out, so everybody stay tuned. But thank you, Eryn, once again for coming on the show. I appreciate it. We'll be back. Thank you for joining us for this month's episode of New Mexico Entertainment Television, where you continue to be in the know. Have a happy holiday season, and to close out the show, please welcome back to the stage Eryn Bent. Have a good night.
Been here 10 years, making the desert my home. Sure is a long way from Montana to New Mexico. There's one time a year that warms my heart and fills me with cheer. There's one special day, Christmas, when Santa Fe gonna stroll Canyon Road in the snow, glowing roads, hot cocoa in hand. Sure, I miss my hometown, but there's just something about this land so enchanting. Cheers to a new year. Here's to us, far and near. Yeah, I know it's been hard and we may be apart, but let's smile and celebrate today. Wherever you may be, spending Christmas in Santa Fe. Oh, this year's been hard, but we made it this far, so raise your glass. Oh, cheers to new year. Oh, here's to us, far and near. Oh, I know it's been hard and we may be apart, but let's smile and celebrate today. Wherever you may be. Ooh, a Christmas in Santa Fe. Oh, a Christmas in Santa Fe.
For more events and entertainment, visit edmentertains.com.